In another exclusive, the Lalit Modi controversy seems to be having a new high-profile name every day, from ministers to now the ex-Interpol chief who met the former IPL chief when he headed the body in 2013. Srinivasan Jain has details of that. Vasu, the former Interpol chief, telling you that India had never approached Interpol with any data about Lalit Modi?
Well, absolutely. But just to put all of this in context, that this is an Interpol chief who first came to our attention when we saw him in the picture that we've been showing on our screens of him posing with Lalit Modi. In fact, he's got his arm around Lalit Modi. The smiling man in the picture is Ron Noble, who is Secretary General of Interpol from the year 2000 to 2014. Now, the picture that was taken with Lalit Modi was posted by Lalit Modi on his Instagram feed, was taken in October of 2014. Both of them were inside the VIP box of what is known as the El Clasico game, the game played twice a year between Real Madrid and Barcelona, one of the most prestigious sporting events in the world. And Lalit Modi describes Ron Noble as my brother. Now, this was a month before Ron Noble actually retired from office. So he was still the head of Interpol when he appeared next to Lalit Modi, which is why, Amitabh, we asked Ron Noble whether he was aware of the fact that there were a number of legal issues surrounding Lalit Modi when he was actually fraternizing with him. He said that he did know Lalit Modi since the year 2013, but he was not aware of any of these issues because as far as India is concerned, they've never actually approached Interpol in any way. Now, Amitabh, we know this rudimentarily because of a letter that Lalit Modi keeps producing, which he's got from Interpol, which says that there is no Lalit Modi in the Interpol database. And we also know this because the government was finally forced to come up with an explanation, a somewhat half-baked explanation, that they had issued only what is called a light blue notice against Lalit Modi, which only seems to have jurisdiction in India. But Ron Noble's response to us is the first detailed and damning indictment of the failure by both the previous government and this government in contacting Interpol in any way to bring Lalit Modi to justice. This is the detailed email which Ron Noble has sent to us, and I'd like to read out to you the key excerpts from it. At no point before or after I met Lalit Modi did Interpol ever receive a request from India to probe him. Interpol never received a request from India to publish a blue notice or any other notice for Lalit Modi. Importantly, India never submitted data whatsoever concerning Lalit Modi. Lalit Modi has never been a person of interest about whom Interpol has any info in its database. The Indian media is filled with stories about Lalit Modi, Interpol, which I know to be false. Therefore, he says that there is no conflict of interest in my role as Interpol Secretary General in attending this football match with Lalit Modi. So clearly, fully exposing any claims, any attempts made by past or previous governments or current governments in trying to bring Lalit Modi to justice, but also raising a question of propriety about whether a serving Interpol officer should be a head of the Interpol, should be fraternizing with Lalit Modi, even if, and we've been pointing this out, even if he wasn't aware formally of any cases against Lalit Modi brought to Interpol, surely he knew who Lalit Modi was, surely he knew the background of Lalit Modi, and it also demonstrates the extent to which Lalit Modi's powerful connections run, not just to the foreign minister of this country, not just to a chief minister batting for him. We now have a police chief of Mumbai who went and met him, all singed by their association with Lalit Modi, but no less than the head of the International Police Organization. It's significant that, and this is all on record, that this letter that Lalit Modi keeps showing us that he got from Interpol in October 2013, 16th October 2013, where he says, which says that the Interpol General Secretariat has not issued any blue notice concerning Lalit Modi. There's no information about you in Interpol's files, is written in the same year that Ron Noble claims he became acquainted with Lalit Modi, and that's when it appears their friendship has begun. Let's bring you now political reactions to this breaking story. Shaina NC from the BJP joining us, and also Mr. Raghavan of the Congress. Shaina NC, to you first. Isn't this a fairly devastating indictment by the Interpol, ex-Interpol chief, of the failure of any government, yours as well as the previous one, but I'll put the question to you as far as the BJP is concerned, of contacting Interpol, making any attempt to bring him to justice?
I don't want to speak on behalf of previous governments. I just want to speak on behalf of our own government, and our party has made it amply clear there were two question marks that you raised, one against, or rather, questioning Sushma Swaraj's intent, which I think has been clarified by our party leadership, that there was nothing that she did which was not other than humanitarian and other than thinking of a Indian national. So I think that sets the record quite clear. You raised the question vis-a-vis Vasundhara Raje ji. She has clearly said that she has had a family friendship for 30 years. But to suggest that there's some kind of secret document has also been proven to be untrue because there has been no signature on that document. I think that let's not get into what previous governments have done, because that is apparent as to why Lalit Modi in the first place is in the United Kingdom. Obviously, there are question marks vis-a-vis.
No, but you know,
how
you
he
just
got
had
there.
you just had Mr. R.K. Singh, who is a member of your party, the country's former Home Secretary, who has very clearly today said that helping a bhagoda, a fugitive, is wrong. No matter who helped him, he should be brought back and be made to face trial. So clearly,
Absolutely.
regardless of all these favors that you're attempting to justify, I hope you are not in any way questioning Mr. Modi's status as somebody who's being pursued by Indian law.
Not one bit. I think our finance minister, Mr. Arun Jaitley, has made it amply clear that nobody is absolving Lalit Modi on any count. The economic offences wing,
in that case, Shaina NC, when you say continue to do, how would you explain what Ron Noble has told us in great detail, that there's not been a shred of an attempt as far as he was in office, which is of November of 2014, which is a good 6 to 7 months after your government was in power, of any attempt made by India to contact Interpol?
Maybe we should ask about the previous years as well. So it's not.
You just said you didn't want to talk about the previous government. I'm asking you about your government.
No. The point is that our government is pursuing this case the way we deem fit, which our finance ministry, as far as the enforcement directorate and economic offences wing, has gone. We have specified the amount of cases, and we will continue to do so. You asked about the Interpol and their revelations, but their revelations are prominently driven and directed to the previous government. We have come into power.
No, he's saying he's not directing it. I just want to correct you. He is saying that till I demitted office, which is in November 2014, there was no attempt by the government of India to contact Interpol or provide even a shred of information about Interpol. So it very clearly extends well into the tenure of your government as well.
So you're assuming that we came into power in 2016 May, and you are saying that we
2014.
have not been proactive. Then the question arises that what happened in the previous 4 years? Isn't it directed there? So I don't want to be going
Of course, we will ask the Congress this, and we have asked the Congress in our previous bulletin. We did ask the Congress. We were not able to get a BJP spokesperson, and therefore I'm asking you. We did confront the Congress. They did not have any clear answer.
Our party's stand is
7 months into your government, there has been no attempt to contact Interpol on the Lalit Modi case.
Our party's stand is very clear. We are completely going to pursue the case. Our finance minister has said it in no uncertain terms. Law will take its course. We are not absolving Mr. Modi of any of the charges, and we are not saying that he is guilty until proven so. So I think it's apparent that, yes, we have the political will to pursue it in totality. But at the same time, I think that there are different departments that have the prerogative to view the cause of an Indian national if they deem it fit.
What do you also make? I also want to go across to Mr. R.K. Raghavan, formerly of the CBI, in just a minute. But I do want to ask you, Shaina, also what you make of the fact that this latest example of the connections demonstrated here by Lalit Modi. As I said, it's one thing to, of course, blame the governments for not doing enough, but also you have an international police agency, the head of which is seen fraternizing with Lalit Modi while he's still in office.
Well, I think the police commissioner has given a statement and has made that statement clear to the chief minister of Maharashtra.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about Ron Noble, the former chief of Interpol, seen on our screen. Not Rakesh Maurya. I'm talking about Ron Noble, former chief of Interpol, fraternizing with Lalit Modi. Do you believe that also raises questions about the partiality of Interpol in dealing with the Lalit Modi affair?
I'm not in a position to comment on it, and if it is hearsay or factual, it will only be proven in due course of time. But I don't want to be the one commenting on Interpol. I only want to be speaking on behalf of my government. and on behalf of the BJP, and I think our stand has been made amply clear. We're not absolving him of any charges, and at the same time, neither of our leaders have committed any impropriety.
Just hold on a second there, Shaina. Let me bring in Mr. Raghavan on the show. Thanks so much for joining us, Mr. Raghavan. First, I want to ask you that as someone who served in CBI, which has had links to Interpol, on the whole question of the propriety of someone like an Interpol chief fraternizing with Lalit Modi. He says that formally India has not brought anything to his notice, but is that good enough? As Interpol chief, is he not supposed to be above suspicion?
First, Vasu, I would like to clarify that when I was approached by your person in Delhi a few minutes ago, he asked me that I should speak solely on the role of Rakesh Peria. This is a kind of a different track which one.
Okay, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon, but if I can still get you to comment on this.
As far as Ron Noble is concerned, was he seen fraternizing with Lalit Modi after he laid down office or during office?
While he was in office. He claims he met Lalit Modi in 2013 when he was in office, and the picture that we have of him, which is on your screen now, of him with Lalit Modi, is also while he was in office.
So okay. If he did that, did he have knowledge that Lalit Modi was a fugitive from justice? So he may have been introduced by somebody, may have been passed off as an important person, but you can't blame Ron Noble. I mean, I know him only very slightly. I met him when I was in office at an Interpol conference, slightly only. But the point is, you must prove that Ron Noble knew that Lalit Modi was a fugitive justice.
Now, here's his justification, Mr. Raghavan. He says that formally, because India never brought anything to Interpol's notice, he did not know. He was not aware of Mr. Modi's background. I'm only asking, is that a good enough explanation?
Again, he's making a statement out of office that India did not make any effort. I will take it as a pinch of salt. What did he have any records from which he could speak? If it's just from memory, I won't go by him. There are thousands of people whom the Interpol wants, against whom it issued notices. Just saying that he doesn't remember that India did not, that India ever made a request against Lalit Modi. I won't go by his statement at all unless he has had access to records, unless Lalit Modi was so infamous that he remembered. So I won't set much go by Ron Noble's statement.
He was the Director General of Interpol till November of last year. So presumably he's speaking with some authority, at least about the time when he was there.
No. I won't. I mean, I'm not discounting Ron Noble.
Okay.
I must have enough proof that he had access to documents from which he spoke. After office, so many can say so many things about what he did or what he did not do.
Okay.
So I will discount Ron Noble only on that count.
But also, do you feel that the very strong point he's made, I mean, let's assume that if what he's saying is authoritative, that India has not made a shred of an attempt to contact Interpol to bring Lalit Modi to justice. What do you make of that? Is this simply because there is a lack of evidence against Lalit Modi, or is it because it now emerges Lalit Modi seems to have more and more friends in high places?
No, Lalit Modi may have friends in very high places, but I would like corroboration to the statement that India did not make any effort to get Lalit Modi through the Interpol. Unless there is some corroboration in the form of a document or somebody who is in position in the Interpol just now, I will just ignore that charge.
All right. Let me also bring in former Police Commissioner of Mumbai, Julio Ribeiro, joining us on the phone line. Mr. Ribeiro, we've seen right now the current Police Commissioner of Mumbai already facing the heat because of his brief meeting with Lalit Modi in London. He's come up with a justification for that. But we're also seeing, Mr. Ribeiro, the extent to which Lalit Modi's contacts go. A former chief of Interpol fraternizing with him while he was still in office says India brought no evidence to Interpol. This may well be factually correct. But the fact that it's being said by somebody who's also a personal friend of Lalit Modi, does that also prejudice the information and the sort of clean chit that he's giving Lalit Modi?
You know, is it Vasu?
Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah. You see, I put on the television, so I was that it doesn't coincide at the same time, so I switched off the television.
Okay.
But what did you want to know from me?
Just to summarize, what we've been reporting, that what we have is a picture The first sign we came across this link that Lalit Modi has to Interpol is a picture of Lalit Modi with the Secretary General of Interpol, Ron Noble, taken while Noble was still in office, sitting in the VIP box of a football game in Madrid. Subsequently, when we contacted Mr. Noble and asked him, isn't this a conflict of interest? He says, look, India never made any attempt to contact Interpol on behalf of Lalit Modi. And he came up with a series of very indicting statements saying there was no evidence from India, no request for any kind of notice, etc., etc. And also, therefore, there is nothing wrong with him fraternizing with Lalit Modi.
All right. Now the main thing is when was this photo taken? Because
in October 2014. In October,
London had no chance of getting out of London.
No,
and those papers were given to him.
This is after he got his papers.
It might have been before. Much before all this broke.
This is after he got his travel papers. These are pictures taken in October 2014 in Madrid.
Oh,
after he got his travel papers. Yes.
Oh, I see. Well, Lalit Modi is obviously a very a man about town. So he knows everybody and anybody who is worth knowing. So he sort of keeps contact with everybody. So you can't stop him from making friends and influencing people, which he's obviously doing. So,
but should an Interpol
if you think
chief
that would stop the Interpol from taking action on our red corner notices, I don't think that would happen. He would have to take action on that if he received it. But I'm told that the red corner notice has not been yet issued. It is only blue corner, light blue corner notices which
it's described as a light blue notice. We're still not sure whether the finance minister meant that in jest or in irony. It's a light blue notice. It has no legal standing as far as Interpol is concerned. And I want to bring that back to Shaina NC. That Shaina NC, now with these further revelations coming out from the ex-Interpol chief, does this increase the pressure on your government? Will we finally see you taking some sort of concrete action against Lalit Modi, or will it only be all talk?
Absolutely. I don't think that you can question our government's intention. Our finance minister, our home minister, as well as our party president have made it amply clear as to what will be our party's stand in the days to come. But to suggest that, two people, whether it's an ex-Interpol chief, somebody who wasn't in India was meeting with Lalit Modi, you cannot question the Indian government and you cannot question the BJP on who meets whom. And
I'll tell you how you can, Shaina, because of the fact that it was your government that actually lifted the sole lever of pressure on Lalit Modi, which were his travel documents, by allowing him permission, allowing the British government to grant him those travel documents for 2 years. He's now able to globetrot across the world. And he's able to meet people like Ron Noble. He's sitting in that VIP box in Madrid because of an action taken by your government.
No.
Yes, it was your government which gave him the green light to go ahead.
If you have an Indian national who says that this is on medical grounds and on humanitarian grounds, clearly it's.
But he's not sitting in the VIP box of a Barca Madrid game on humanitarian grounds. What is humanitarian about watching a football match?
Our party stand has been made amply clear as to why we gave a suggestion which was not coercion or force vis-a-vis British authorities or the British government. It is their prerogative to decide whether an ex-Interpol chief meets with him at a VIP football match is not something that you can question the BJP or the Indian government about.
All right.
And if at all, how did this so-called fugitive, reach London in the first place? I think you need some serious questions answered by the previous government. What we need to do is ensure under the parameters of law that the cases are put
well, we're still
before the.
We're still waiting.
We're
still waiting for that action. Shaina NC, Mr. Raghavan, Julio Ribeiro, thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. We also just got a reaction a short while ago from Anand Sharma of the Congress about the Interpol chief's very damning comments on the lack of action by the Indian government. This is what he had to say.
It is not for him to determine, it's for the Indian courts. We are a sovereign country, we have our laws. There is a violation of laws of Prevention of Money Laundering Act and the Foreign Exchange Management Act. This is not only what had happened in the past and the cases were registered. This has been confirmed in a statement to the Indian Parliament by the present Finance Minister and his Minister of State in the month of December and in the month of March. And they have named Lalit Modi and BCCI and given the list of 16 cases which are being investigated. It's also a fact that his passport was revoked. I do not know in what context the ex-Interpol chief has said, only he can explain.
So, Amitabh, clearly both parties ducking blame, passing the buck as far as the former Interpol chief's explosive revelations are concerned. We'll continue to track this big story on NDTV. For the moment, it's back to you.